All right, peace, power, and protection, tribe. Don't mind me. It's late night, but I wanted to come on here with a little update for you all. So yesterday, I covered a story. Make sure you all go catch that out. Airbus issued an emergency radiation warning for thousands of passenger jets. So you guys, this is an update to that. So today I'm gonna cover, or tonight I'm getting ready to cover an article that came out of the Independent on the 12th, you guys, because if you following the Airbus basically said that their radar systems or whatever, the AI or in their radar systems is being affected by the solar radiation and the solar activity, and the magnetic things or whatever is causing the plane's radars to not be able to act correctly and causing them to have sudden altitude drops. So they just dropping, y'all. They just dropping. So let's talk about it. What's going on with the Earth's magnetic field? We done been discussing it, tribe, but now they want to go ahead and come out with the article about what we done been discussing about all of this portal energy that's back here. So let's talk about it. So this article was posted in the Independent, and it's called "Something Strange is Happening in the Earth's Magnetic Field," and it could spell doom for what? Satellites. Scientists warn. Okay. All right, so a growing weak spot on the magnetic field surrounding the Earth could lead to satellite malfunction and even cause them to undergo full blackout, scientists warned. Okay, Earth's complex and dynamic magnetic field is vital to the survival of all life, protecting the planet from cosmic radiation and charged particles from the sun. Over and understand, if you're an organic being, you can harmonize with those particles, and that will cause you to ascend. If you inorganic or inorganic technology, is going to cause it to malfunction. This is just facts. Okay, let's keep on talking. So, the Earth's complex and dynamic magnetic field is vital to the survival of all life. Okay, we went there. So, it is generated by a global ocean molten liquid iron, which makes up the Earth's outer core about 3,000 kilometers beneath our feet. Okay, like a bicycle dynamo, the spinning ocean of iron creates electrical currents, which in turn generates the planet's protective electromagnetic field. So basically, the iron groups in the earth, just like the iron groups in your body, harmonize with the plasma energy with the photon radiation, and it causes it to speed up, and it causes the magnetic fields in the earth to speed up. The same thing happens with our cells, you guys. If they speed up, you understand, and that causes our magnetic field to speed up if you're an organic being, okay? But it's a faster photon, which makes a faster proton, which makes a faster electron. And faster electrons and electronics and things that can't operate in quantum mechanics is going to fail. You enter and overstand, it's going to overheat. It's not going to be able to read the magnetism. Okay? So they talking about Tiamat, the heme groups or the iron groups that's in the center of her, like the heme groups that's in your blood, and they picking up these photon energies and they radiate, and then her magnetism is rising. Okay, and as her magnetism rises, anything that's within lower Earth's orbit is going to be affected, and this is where all of their satellites is. Okay. All right, so let's keep going. Like a bicycle dynamo, the spinning ocean of iron creates electrical currents, which in turn generates the planet's protective electromagnetic field. But the exact process of generating the magnetic field is far more complex and remains to be thoroughly studied. Okay, so they telling you right there, they still don't over and understand the magnetic fields of the earth, because that's talking about quantum mechanics that they still trying to enter and understand with CERN, okay? With a hadron collider, okay? For instance, the southern hemisphere, the magnetic field is particularly strong at one point, and in the northern hemisphere, there are two such points, one around Canada and one around Serbia. Okay, scientists are gaining more insight into the planet's magnetism thanks to data from a constellation of three identical satellites launched in 2013 that measure magnetic signals separately from Earth's core, mantle crust, and oceans, as well as the planet's outer atmospheric layers. So they done been putting satellites up there. They got a trio of satellites that they released in 2013 and monitor the magnetic field of the Earth to try to tell when it was raising up, you guys. Okay, so they knew that this was coming. This is what I'm saying. They knew it was coming. So they knew that this was coming, all right? Now, after 11 years of tracking the magnetic field measurements from this satellite constellation, okay, the three satellite constellations, that's what they call them, researchers have discovered that the weak region in the Earth's magnetic field over the South Atlantic, known as the South Atlantic anomaly. They're calling it an anomaly because they don't understand the properties of matter that's driving this force, okay? Over and understand. We done talked about quantum physics and what they do understand and what they can't understand right now with their models. So let's keep on talking. Because if we're talking about photon energy, we got to start talking magnetism, then we got to start talking about how you measure it and what magnetism is, and that's in the quantum fields, okay? Then the weak spot has also expanded by an area half the size of continental Europe since 2014. So it's expanding, all right, according to a new study published in Physics of Earth and Planetary Interiors, okay? The South Atlantic anomaly is not just a single block. It's changing differently towards Africa than it is near South America. Okay, so y'all, it's the pole getting ready to shift like a real shift. Okay, there's something special happening in this region that is causing the field to weaken in a more intense way. It's weakening there, okay? All right. Says Chris Finlay, lead author of the study of the Technical University of Denmark. Researchers link this distortions to the Earth's magnetic field to strange patterns in the boundary between Earth's liquid core and rocky mantle. All right. Normally, we'd expect to see magnetic field lines coming out of the core southern hemisphere, but beneath the South Atlantic anomaly, we see unexpected areas where the magnetic field instead is coming out of the core, goes back into the core. All right, so it's looping on itself right there in that anomaly. Thanks to swarm data, we can see one of these areas moving westward over Africa, which contributes to the weakening of the South Atlantic anomaly in this region, he says. So there you go. You understand and you see it. You understand the magnetic intensity. Think about it, y'all. That's why we seeing all of these hurricanes, y'all. Southeast Asia just got hit by three different hurricanes. One hit Thailand, one hit Malaysia, and one hit Sri Lanka, and tore it down. Okay? The latest satellite data suggests that the magnetic field over Siberia has strengthened while it weakened over Canada. Okay, y'all, something finna shift. The core of the earth is evolving, y'all. The shift is important for satellite navigation systems, which are affected by a dance between these two areas of strong magnetic fields. They try to read those magnetic fields to tell their location, but those fields is moving and they weakening. You understand? The quantum mechanics is changing. It is a major factor in determining the radiation dose experienced by low Earth orbit satellites, they warn, okay? Researchers caution that spacecraft, spacefarers, including those aboard the International Space Center or station, that enter the South Atlantic weak spot could now be exposed to more radiation. So y'all, it's looping radiation out of there, y'all, and it's just pushing them protons out. It's pushing it out. It's pushing it out. It's pushing it out, bro. It's done charged up right there, y'all. It's done charged up. All right. So that was that. So you guys, they was cautioning people. This came out on, I think it was the 12th, right? Hold on, because I want to get to it. Because now you guys, and hold on, let me go down to my page. Hold on, y'all. All right, tribe. So this is today. All right, you guys. So now it's travel chaos. You enter and overstand. JetBlue then cancel a huge number of flights to South Florida's airports. Okay, so you guys, people that's gonna be holiday traveling, it's not gonna be a good look. Okay, because especially if you don't book with JetBlue. You got a winter storm that's pummeling the Midwest. Think about it. These anomalies and stuff that's going on, you guys, and stuff is going to cause supercharged energy, supercharged protons. What do protons do? They swirl. You enter and overstand, they swirl. You overstand. And that's all you seeing with all of this stuff. You seeing stuff swirling. They sending down the cold air from CERN. You enter and overstand, it hits a stream and then it swirls. You understand with them faster electrons, y'all. I'm just trying to help y'all to see it. So they going on ahead. They know that this magnetic energy is getting ready to get very high. Okay, the winter solstice is when the plasma radiation is the most high, tribe. And so they canceling flights, but they ain't the only ones. Delta Airlines is canceling flights too, okay, out of Atlanta and stuff, okay. So they're gonna be canceling stuff as well. And all of those cancellations that they getting ready to do is gonna take effect in 2026 in January. So you guys, be safe. You understand? I'm always cautioning everybody. You understand? And that's everybody. I tell y'all straight up and down to stay off of them planes. Y'all know I done been strong on it with it. I done been real strong on it. But if you gotta travel, try to take some spiritual protection with you. But you know, now is the time to really sit and think about what's really important because flying now is dangerous, and they've let off numerous warnings this last week letting people know. And I think that that's a way also for them to avoid liability if anything happened to you, because they basically telling you that the solar energy is affecting their radars, tribe. So if them planes do a death dive or something, you in there, they don't let you know, you understand, that they got problems. So it's late night. I hope y'all go in peace, power, and protection reflections. And I'll talk to y'all. We'll do this again. We'll do it again.